So for this last video, I want to work out one more example with you. So we've got our function, and we're asked to find the derivative of our function at 3. And so at this point, you need to know the formula. The formula for g prime of 3 is the limit as h goes to 0 of g of a plus h. Our a is 3, so 3 plus h minus g of 3 all over h. And now we're going to plug everything in, and we're going to say, okay, this is the limit as h goes to 0 of 3 over 3 plus h. That's what g of 3 plus h is, minus g of 3, so minus 1. 3 over 3 is 1, by the way, right? 3 over 3, I just reduced it to 1, and then all over h. And now I'm going to say this is equal to the limit as h goes to 0. I need to figure out what to do with this. As it stands, it's an indeterminate form, always will be, by the way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to combine the terms upstairs. I want to find a common denominator and write this as one single fraction upstairs. It's a common trick you'll need to be able to do. And so let's do that. So I'm just going to make the common denominator 3 plus h. So I get a 3 minus 3 plus h all over 3 plus h all over h. And now I'm going to simplify this a little bit more. I can distribute this negative and then cancel the 3's, and so I'm left with a negative h over 3 plus h all over h. And I'm going to think about the bottom h is over 1. When you're dividing a fraction by a fraction, you flip and multiply. So I'm going to have a 1 over h upstairs and cancel. Let's do that in the next step here. So I get, this is the limit as h goes to 0 of just negative 1 over 3 plus h. And again, all of a sudden, we've gone from forms that we can't compute. We've reduced it now. This is just a rational function. And the only place this rational function isn't defined is at negative 3 when h goes to negative 3, not what we're interested in. We want h going to 0. And so I can just plug it in. I get negative 1/3 is my answer. And so that means that g prime of 3 is negative 1/3. And so what that's saying is the slope of the tangent line to the function 3 over x at 3 is minus 1/3. So if you want to sketch a quick graph by hand, you can see 3 over x looks something like that. And you can see that over here at 3, I'm going to have negative slope, right? Somehow that fits with our number. You can see it graphically. I've gone ahead and popped it into a Mathematica. And here's a more precise graph of 3 over x. And here is the yellow. I can't use my pointer here, sadly, but the yellow is the tangent line. And you can see right at 3, when x is 3, then this line is exactly tangent to the curve. All right, well, very good. You've finished 2.1, and we'll continue next time.